Hey guys, it's alrighty then, and on today's video I'm going to be talking about the 3-inch cutoff tool by Milwaukee. This little bad boy right here, it'll go up to 20,000 RPMs. The model is the 2522-20, 2522-20. At first I looked at it, I thought it was kind of gimmicky, but man, it has been a really good little tool. I've had it for a couple years now. And I really like it. It's a little 3-inch grinder. We have these little wheels, cutoff wheels for it that you can buy them most anywhere. You can change them. They have different coarsenesses, different thicknesses, and different kinds. They even have diamond wheels for it. So there's a variety of tools that are made just for it. And you use, I think it's about a 4mm Allen key to remove it. It's pretty easy. The protector can go forward or backwards depending on what you're trying to grind for your protection. So if you have something that you're grinding here, you can change it. If you have something that you're grinding like that, you can change the angle, so it makes it easier for you to use. This is the lock that you use. When you press it down, it'll lock the wheel in place so that you can take it out with the screw. It does have a little LED light in front that kind of shines on the work that you're doing. There is a nice forward and reverse. Now, this is one of the only cutoff tools that I know of that you can reverse the spin of the blade. So if you want to cut something and have the sparks go away from you, you can reverse it. If you want the sparks to go towards you, you put it forward. So depending on how you're holding it, that's really cool, because sometimes you have to hold it in a way and the sparks end up flying towards you. So with this, you have the ability to make them go away from you and not keep eating all those sparks. Now, it does have a lock. So if you put the direction selector right in the middle, you'll notice that that little one in the middle is in white. And if I move it, it is for forward use and then for reverse or front rotation and rear rotation, and put it right in the middle and you lock it in place. It will accept the small 2.0 batteries, or you can put the big 4.0 depending on what you're doing. Again, you have the nice little light that tells you what you're doing here, or it lets you see it. Here on top you have the little selector light, so that when you press the trigger, let's unlock it first. When you press the trigger, you can see that we have three little lights, or 4 lights. That means my battery is nice and full. Now, the trigger is not variable speed. It's a one and done. You hit it and you're gone, okay? So it maintains a constant speed. I believe when it comes to cutoff wheels, you really want to maintain a steady speed, because should you let off of the trigger and go to a lower speed, you could, the blade could snag, it could get caught. Because you're kind of expecting that same speed, you have that feel as you're cutting, and if you were to slow down, it would change that, and again, it could be disastrous. The wheel could come apart. So once you press it, that's it. You're at full speed, 20,000. So whether you press it all the way or just a little bit, you're at 20,000. And again, I think this is a safety thing, so you get a consistent speed throughout your cut. It's great for doing little things. Most grinders, you kind of have to hold them with 2 hands, and it's difficult to use one hand with it because they're pretty fat and a little bit hard to control. But with this one, you can cut, anything within reason. You can cut, because you have a 3-inch wheel, and the depth. So the depth of the cut is from the machine to here. So on the 3-inch wheel, it would stick out. I've used this one quite a bit, so I think you can cut off maybe 3/4 of an inch safely. But you can always rotate whatever you need to cut. So if I need to cut a tube, I can start it here and kind of rotate the tube and get to the other end depending on how thick it is. So you could use this for PVC, little conduit pipes, chains, locks, anything that's small. If you're doing framework with drywall, you can use this to cut the steel relatively easy. You can cut the hurricane shutters with them. Anything that needs cutting, really, screws. But it's really convenient, very easy to use. It feels good in the hand, very ergonomically, just feels nice. and you can just kind of switch it from forward to backwards relatively easy without having to relocate your hand. And because this is a single speed, there's really not much to it. Just a light, your front or back selector, depending on if you want to get sparks in your face or not. And that's it. I'm not sponsored by Milwaukee. I buy these tools with my own money because I just like to do that. So if you like what you're seeing, don't forget to, or remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you stay abreast of all the new upcoming videos. Now go make something.